All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I told you we'd be back.
Didn't take long.
Didn't take long. That was on me. Again,
There are two types of pain in this world: pain that hurts and pain that alters. I guarantee you never do that again.
No, I'm not doing it
because that's twice you've done it.
I know. What was I trying to do? I was just trying to get it.
Hey, you're just trying to get it
I'm
out.
just trying to spread
to
the word
people.
out there.
Absolutely.
Just trying to spread the word. All right. That's all I was trying to do. So I'm going to do it the right way. And I'm going to let you talk a little bit more about some of the guys that we're going to see here tonight and highlight.
We can definitely do that. We're about 9 minutes out here now, just under 9 from kickoff, which will be it'll be one of those things about the game that's going to be adjusted tonight is the kickoffs because again, you don't want to get anybody hurt. So, Adam's already spoke to a couple of these guys. One of the guys that I want to shout out or at least highlight is number 99, Oscar McAdoo. This is a kid who has worked his tail off and is going to be in the middle of that defensive line in a lot of plays this year. On top of that, you've got some other guys who are really going to have to step up into bigger roles, like Cole Peterson, number 75, on the offensive line. Additionally, the Hoyas are going to be breaking in a kicker this year. We've been really blessed over the last really about 10 years with kickers at Harrison High School. We've got multiple kickers who are kicking in college. Last year's kicker has moved on to the University of West Georgia, Simon Zidane. And this year's kicker is going to be Ian Castro. He's going to wear number 97, and he's got some big shoes to fill because we've had a run of about 3 kickers here who were well above average, and I have no doubt that Ian is going to excel and pull his weight out there in a super important position on the football field. Additionally, defensively, a couple other guys that the Hoyas are really going to be leaning on that have stepped up and kind of risen to new heights, and that is Reese Bentley, number 44. He is a linebacker. He really started playing really well late last year. Got a little banged up, I think, initially, and it cost him a little time, but Reese is going to probably, as a linebacker, be involved in a lot of plays, as will a couple of these other linebackers who you will recognize their names, as we go through and start to call them out. But, linebackers in defenses are historically the ones that you'll hear the names called the most because they will be involved in the most tackles. Your D-line is kind of there to set the line of scrimmage and don't allow anybody to get through there and force the backs out to the edges, and then the linebackers will come in and clean up the mess. And if those two can't do it, then the DBs and safeties have to do it. And so that's kind of the way all defenses are set up, and so you'll see a lot of that. We have a lot of wideouts that should be involved in this offense night in and night out. I think it's going to be one of those situations where you have a different guy really kind of carry us on many nights.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Traster, who's a senior, coming back. You've got, we talked a lot about Huggins, just a junior. Donovan Martin, also that senior presence. But you've got some emerging talent as well. Parker Perkins is a guy, number 18, that I'm kind of looking forward to, knowing what some of the knowing that he is kind of pushing the others in that wide receiver room, and he's just a young guy, just a sophomore. So he'll be seeing his first varsity experience tonight, as well as another guy that I'm interested about, and he's a running back, as we talked about how loaded the running back room is. Abu Kanate, from what I've heard from Coach Thompson, he's extremely shifty and is probably the fastest player on this team, just a sophomore.
Yep.
So, will all our questions be answered tonight? I doubt it. Okay, will we have more? Sure we will. But I tell you what, we're going to have a pretty good concept.
There's the cannon.
And there it is. And we're going to have a pretty good idea about what's to come here in Region 6A this year. And, when you play East Paulding, they're always going to be athletic.
Yeah.
And they showed that running through the banner.
Yeah, absolutely. And so in the little bit of homework we've been able to do this week, just, kind of get some basics on this team. They are a small but very, very shifty and fast team. We came out here last year for the scrimmage, and they had a lot of size. This year they seem to be a little bit smaller, but they are definitely quick in the skill position. And so look for that quarterback from East Paulding, who is just a sophomore but highly touted.
Yep.
Bodie
Spence.
Spence. That's it.
He is Van Spence, the head coach. He is his son. Again, just a sophomore. So a lot of arm talent, can sling it around. And, East Paulding has always had some big dudes in the trenches, and they've had some studs on the edge in years past. And, this is my 29th year being associated with Harrison Athletics in one way or the other. And there have been some real knockdown dragouts between Harrison and East Paulding. And really good games, on this field. And, of course, in Cobley Stadium, probably one of the best games I ever watched was Harrison East Paulding back in 2008. Both teams came in 7-0, and that was one of the largest crowds that I've ever seen at Harrison. Hoyas came away with a victory, but it was at a cost, as it was a very physical game.
Well, as the crow flies, this school is only about 5 miles at the most from Harrison.
Yeah.
It's just over the Paulding County line. And so, honestly, a lot of these neighborhoods back up to Harrison neighborhoods along Highway 92. And these kids know each other. I mean, they've known each other. They've played in rec leagues, and they've played together in different ways. I want to do a quick public shout out of appreciation. One of our former Hoya football players, Mr. Landon Davis, came up to say hey a little while ago. And unfortunately, we made another bad decision. We asked him to go get us some drinks.
And I gave him a $20 bill, and I didn't tell him to keep the change. But
no, we did tell him to get him something.
So,
but the problem is he's probably standing in line,
he's
and now
absolutely standing in
I
line,
feel bad.
Yeah.
So big shout out to Landon Davis. I hope he makes it back to us. I hope he has not been kidnapped. Funny story while we're talking about him. Found out this week through my wife. Landon and Reese, who I've both had in class. Reese is a cheerleader. I think she's a senior. I think, and senior cheerleader for the Hoyas. And Landon, of course, graduated a few years ago. Played football, O lineman. Well, their grandfather was the football coach at Lithia Springs when my wife was there. So my wife knows their grandfather.
Wow.
Yeah. So
wow.
yeah,
crazy.
Small world. It's an interesting,
very small world. You got your shout out. I've got my shout out. Shout out to Asa Bilbro, my nephew in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Just turned 17 yesterday. So Landon has made it back. So happy birthday, Asa Bilbro. Hope you got my text, and hope you're listening tonight with the whole family. Hope you can enjoy it. So if you are, get on that chat line, and look forward to hearing from you. All right, my wife is listening. I love it. So as our audience is growing, you guys that are listening right now, you could maybe do me a favor for what I was trying to do. I was trying to share the broadcast via text message with some buddies of mine all across the Southeast on a group chat. If you're listening right now, share this with one person or share it in a group chat. Some folks that have ties to the Hoyas, and we're trying to grow this audience and get more people involved. And this is a great atmosphere and a great night as the officials are now meeting at midfield, and looks like they're deciding on how they're going to get this thing started. So we look forward to it. Obviously, kicking off our 2025 season tonight. Of course, next week we'll be at Kennesaw Mountain again. Pregame show starting at 7 o'clock, and we will be away. So we've taken that short drive. So a couple of short drives to start the year. Then we'll be back at home. But one step at a time, as it looks like the Hoyas are going to receive the kickoff. And it looks like we've got Trice and Cowser back there to return. Cowser with his heels on the end zone, on the inlet there, and Trice is going to be about the 4-yard line. So Cowser and Trice back. Trice had a big breakout game at Osborne last year, a couple of touchdowns. Coming off an injury where he did not play the spring game. He is fully healthy now, and look for him to contribute in his junior season. And we are underway with the innovation compounding kickoff. Cowser has it across the right side, across the 30-yard line. Going to bring it up to the 32-yard line. So, again, Terry will be bringing you the Salon Posta GHSA scoreboard throughout the night tonight. Of course, every timeout is brought to you by Smith Appliance. And at the end of half, we're going to pick a Blaze Fit player of the game. And Carl Black has every first down, and they sponsor the halftime show. And Innovation Compounding is the Red Zone sponsor, A&W Chiropractic, the touchdown sponsor this year. We hope to be shouting them out quite a lot. We'll see what happens. Aiden Watson in the blue jersey. Of course, Hoya's in all white. Quarterbacks are going to be alternate, as Bodie Spence is in a white jersey, as his teammates are in the all Raider black and silver. So Watson's about to take the first snap of the 2025 season for the Hoyas. He's going to hand it off up the middle. Good for about 2 yards.
Good job there recovering what was a little bit of a high snap there, Adam, and looked like he handled it pretty good. And I got your change, by the way.
Thank you, sir.
I told
Appreciate
Landon multiple thousand apologies for sending him on
on that mission.
Yep.
So Jermaine Hill gets it started, picks up 3. Watson, little bubble screen to Huggins, and he is tackled for a loss of about 6 yards. That one was snuffed out by that East Paulding defense.
Yeah, good job by the East Paulding defensive back over on this side, Adam. He literally sniffed it out. He followed DJ all the way down the line and then was there to make the tackle.
That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 11 from the 29-yard line. Watson looks to the sideline. First drive of the night, just underway, 10:57 to go, opening quarter. Watson in the shotgun, empty backfield, going with 5 wides. 3-step drop. He's got pressure. He gets out of it. Now he's going to run. Everybody's got their back turned. See if he can't fall forward. He may have the first down. We'll see. He does.
Nope, he's short.
And they're calling it the first down. Carl Black Chevrolet first down, first one of 2025. That extra little lunge.
Wow. The guy on the far side of the field marked him short, so we'll take that. Nice job to pick up that extra yardage on that dive that you're talking about.
And you saw once he saw that corner turn his back, he just turned on the jets, and he got the first down. He's going to sling it out this time to Traster. Traster catches it and picks up about 2. So that's one thing about Matthew Traster. He's got some sure hands. He's got excellent hands, and he runs a good route.
Yeah, I have him in class. He's a great kid. He's a good student, and that was a great catch, Adam, because he was getting tackled before the ball even got there.
Parker, Perkins, Huggins, and Traster are the wideouts. Jermaine Hill is the lone setback behind Watson. Watson now in the shotgun. 2nd down and 8 from the Hoya 41-yard line. Handing it off to Hill. Hill bounces it outside. And somebody lost their helmet out there. As Hill picks up about a yard, going to make it about 3rd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, that was a Raider that lost his helmet. Looks like either a DB or a linebacker.
Yeah, that was number 10, Sam Lumpkin.
And he went in and continued in pursuit. That's a linebacker right there.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to make the tackle without his helmet.
Another 3rd down for the Hoyas, 3rd and 7 from the 43, their own 43-yard line. Watson, high snap. He controls it, quickly slings it out to the outside. Did he catch it? I think he did. Is that Perkins on the outside? Parker Perkins, the sophomore. We talked about him in the opener, how he was going to contribute, and he made a tough catch in traffic for the Carl Black Chevrolet first down.
Yeah, had to go up and get that. He was getting tackled as he made the catch, so great job by Parker there.
And that puts the Hoyas in Raider territory. They can bring a man in motion across the formation. That's Matthew Sykin, the tight end. Here comes Huggins. Hill eludes a tackler in the backfield, and we've got a late flag, and that is probably going to be a hold based on where that was thrown.
It's hold or face mask. It's in that area. And it did come in late, which usually means a hold.
They're going to mark this one off, I believe. That's going to.
Yeah, Hoyas are retreating.
Yeah, a lot of times you talk about those. You've got making a lot of progress, and all of a sudden that holding penalty just an absolute drive killer.
Well, and yes, it can be, and that's a good test early for these Hoyas here to see if they can handle a little bit of adversity. They're now well behind the chains. This is going to be first and about 13 now after the holding penalty. So
it's going to be 1st and 21.
I'm sorry, yeah, first. No, it's more than 21. No, you're right. It's 21. But they threw the flag way back here at the 50, so I thought it was going to be further back.
From there, yeah.
Yeah, it's a spot foul, but they didn't. They only backed it up 5 yards from where the flag landed. Anyway, a little early adversity for the Hoya offense here.
Good news is they got 3 downs to get it. Watson in the shotgun again. In the backfield is Colin William now, number 10. And he is going to be staying in to block. Watson gets flushed again. He gets away, and they can't tackle him, so it's kind of two-hand touch. They're going to rule him down. Let's see where they rule him down at. All the way back at the 45.
Yeah, he did not get much on that before that. D lineman for East Paulding, number 2, was able to he may be a linebacker now. He's lining up at linebacker. So, yeah, he was back there. He was right where he was. He didn't over-pursue, and he was waiting for Watson as he came around the corner.
All right, receivers stacked to the near side are Huggins and Traster on 2nd down and 19. Fakes it. Now he sends it out to Traster, and it's in and out of his hands at the 46-yard line of East Paulding. That would have been a pickup of about 7 and would have given us a manageable 3rd down as it is right now.
Traster doing his best Georgia Bulldog wide receiver impersonation. That was Cardinal sin. He turned to look where he was going to run before he secured the ball.
3rd and 19. Hoyas go trips to the near side as the band blares over to my left.
Yes, they do.
Aiden Watson looking toward the sideline. Makes eye contact with Coach Thompson. Williams still back there with him. He gets the snap. He launches. He had a man. It was Perkins. Looked like he got held, and he did.
Yep. That's an easy call. He had him beat halfway off the line, and he just grabbed his jersey, and he knows it. Look, he's coming off. He's like, "Yep, that's on me."
Yep. So that penalty was on number 25 of East Paulding, Jarrell Hubbard. Just grabbed Parker's jersey and just pulled him, and they were the only 2 guys back there. That was an easy call.
I like the discipline by the coaching staff. If you get a penalty called on you, you're coming off. I like that. That's good. Yeah.
Now,
all right, so that's an automatic first down, correct?
It's not. That will shorten our 3rd down. It'll be 3rd down and 4 now from the 40 of East Paulding.
I thought, okay.
Personal foul would be automatic. Right. However, the hold is still 15 yards. So
I got you.
Because it was 3rd and 19.
Well, now it's 3rd and manageable for sure.
Very manageable. Now you've got, this is something that I think as the season progresses, you'll see that Aiden Watson is going to be a little Xavier Hill-like with his legs. Huggins is on the line now. William is in the backfield. We're going to send Hill in motion. High snap. They get it to William. Got a flag immediately. And he's going to be about a yard short, but we're going to have to see. We're probably going to have some motion here for the Hoyas. Looked like we had 2 guys moving at once.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That flag came out almost immediately. So, that's going to be a procedure penalty. And, again, it's early. It's a scrimmage. It's basically the only chance you get to practice against live fire. And, they call that illegal substitution. Interesting. On us.
Okay.
I didn't see it.
I didn't either. Did not.
But that's why the flag came out so fast, I guess, because they already knew that we had. So they were just waiting.
Once they snapped it, they threw it.
Yep.
Quick shout out to all of our game day sponsors: Signs and More, Ortho Express, Otter's Chicken, Post CPAs, J.L. Brooks Construction, Dawn Brooks Remax around Atlanta, Kennesaw Embroidery, MMP Customs, and walk-ons at the Avenue. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 9. 7:50 to go, opening quarter. First drive of this scrimmage. And Hoya's trying to convert another 3rd down. They converted a 3rd and long earlier. Watson in the shotgun. He's got Hill in the backfield. Steps up, and he fumbles the ball, picks it up, and he's going to get tackled for a loss of about 2. That's going to bring up 4th and 11 from the 46-yard line. And we're going to bring in the punt unit. So got to see a few things there, a couple penalties. Almost got bailed out by the hold on the defensive back, but we followed that up with a penalty of our own, so we'll be punting now. Yeah, so again, that first possession of the year, you're working through some jitters. At the end of the day, they're still teenagers, and it's just something the Hoyas are going to have to work to clean up. So Watson is punting. He punts to Harris, who fumbles it at the 5 and falls at the 1.
He
They're going
almost.
to, boy, oh boy.
Yeah, he almost ended up in the end zone there.
Yeah, so 99 yards to go for the Raiders here on their opening possession.
I tell you what, you just can't beat looking at this setting. It's a beautiful night. The sun is setting behind us, and you've got all those little junior Raider cheerleaders down there. Some of them are in kindergarten.
Oh, yeah.
And you just know that the best time of year, it's right here.
It's right now.
You're knocking on the door.
Right now. And that's what you think about. Oh, well, I got to go broadcast the game. No, you get to go broadcast the game. That's a difference in mindset and attitude right there. So Bodie Spence, a guy that we've been looking forward to seeing, see what he can do. Is he is lined up in shotgun, but he's standing in the middle of his own end zone. 6:51 to go. First play. He's going to go down the sideline looking for a man. He's got him complete and driven out of bounds by Cowser, but not until he picked up 41 yards on that one. And I'll tell you what, number 17 for Jaden Cargill just ran right by that press coverage.
Yeah, one of the things that we've heard some rumblings about is that the Hoya DBs have had a little bit of a learning curve this early season preseason stuff.
Spence gets them up to the line quickly, 1st and 10. At their own 42. He's going to send a man in motion. It's Kennedy. And he is stopped for no gain. Nice pursuit there by that Hoya defensive line. Reese Bentley was in there on the stop, as well as David Rudd and Ulrich Johnson. You're going to hear us call those dudes' names quite a bit this year, along with number 15 for the Hoyas. Also at that linebacking spot, David Diadone. We've got a solid linebacking core this year. The running back is Kennedy. And we've got a flag already.
It's going to be delay a game, most likely.
Nice breeze coming.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, we're going to pay for this weather. Yeah. You know it's going to turn back hot. And you know it'll be during a football game.
Oh, probably.
And you know it'll be possibly next week.
When we're in that hot box over at Kennesaw Mountain.
Yeah, because we're going to lose about 28 pounds of sweat weight over there. But you know what? They're always very welcoming over there.
Yeah, Philip Matthews and his crew over there. They always make us feel at home and clear a space for us, and we appreciate that. Don't get that everywhere. So Spence is going to absorb that 5-yard penalty. He's going to be 2nd and 14 from the East Paulding 37-yard line. Spence, 3-step drop, rifles it. Did he get it? I think he got 2 hands under it at the midfield. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 2 from actually just shy of midfield.
Yeah, so they're going to have about
we talked
3
about,
yards.
We talked about, it's just a scrimmage. There's a ton of people.
Yeah, there are. There's a lot of people here, for sure. There's a lot of people here. And even the Hoya side over there is probably 3/4 of the way full.
Yeah. Spence looking to convert on this 3rd and 3 now. Kennedy back there in the backfield. They're going to go with 2 wideouts to the near side. And they're going to hand it to Kennedy. And he spins, and he's not going to get away from David Rudd. He spun away from Reese Bentley, who penetrated in there. But David Rudd was right there to clean it up. That's going to bring up 4th and 4. And it looks like they're bringing in the punt team.
Yeah, David Rudd doesn't make that tackle without Reese Bentley's initial penetration there. He popped him well behind the line of scrimmage, and that gave David Rudd just enough time to make the play and get there. And so good job by the Hoya defense there. And just like you said, that linebacking crew, it's really probably going to be a strength of this Hoya defense.
Yeah. So Trice is back to return this when he's standing at his own 15-yard line. 4:40 and counting here in the opening quarter. Each team with their opening possession. Hoyas with the punt. And East Paulding with a rugby-style kick. And Trice calls for a fair catch. It's going to go over his head and bounce. And it's going to be dead at about the 18-yard line. And that's where Aiden Watson and the Hoyas will take over.
Hoyas got pretty good penetration on that one, Adam. They were speeding up that rugby style punter for East Paulding, kind of caused them to rush it a little bit. Still got a good punt off, so
Yeah.
a little bit of a roll there at the end. So we'll take that as far as what the Hoyas did, and now you get your offense back out there. It's the second opportunity for them to start to execute, and hopefully we'll be able to see it because we have a wall of humans that are starting to form in front of us.
Yeah, as you would expect, I'm sure. The line of scrimmage is the 18-yard line. Watson is in the shotgun. Hands it off to William. Kind of juggled it a little bit. I don't think he ever really got going. He's going to lose about 3 yards.
Yeah, so the Hoya offensive line is really, really having a hard time establishing any sort of push up there with that Raider defensive line. They've got some size on that defensive line,
and they always have. They've got guys coming off the edge, and they've got big dudes in the middle, and we're seeing it now on 2nd and 13. Watson quickly out there on the edge. He's got Parker again. Parker Perkins, his second catch of the night, and they're going to pick up about 10, but it's still going to leave it about 3rd and 3 after the loss on the run. So Hoya's looking to convert here, keep this drive going a little bit. Watson in the shotgun with William back there, quickly out to Hill. And he's got the edge, and he's got some space. He's going to have the first down, the Carl Black Chevrolet first down all the way up at the 41-yard line. So that was nicely executed.
Seeing speed from a hill is something we're used to seeing, and so he showed a little bit right there, a little bit of wheels. I think there might be something going on here. I didn't see a penalty flag get dropped, but I don't know what's happening.
No, there's nothing going on. No
he's waving it off. Okay, all right.
I thought he was going to call Traster for a block in the back, but
yeah.
I don't think there was enough contact there.
Yep.
We've seen it before.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Saw it twice yesterday.
I did it twice yesterday. Somebody got in my way in the hall, and I just blocked him in the back.
You'd figure I'd put it like this, because every time it does that, I go to grab it. Oh.
Yep.
In the land of the silver and black here at the Boneyard. Boy, is their second possession of the night.
They do look good in those old Raider uniforms, though. I'm not going to lie.
Classic.
That's classic.
Pretty classic. Watson in the shotgun. Going to fake it this time to William, and he's going to get sacked. And this time a Hoya loses their helmet. That was Robert McCarvich, so he's going to have to come off. All right. That's going to bring up that. That's the plays for loss are starting to mount here for the Hoya offense.
Yeah, the Hoyas do tend to go back quite often so far. Again, it's only the second possession of the year, so got to work it out.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and 14. Line of scrimmage is the 38-yard line. Excuse me, 37-yard line. Gets the snap. Pocket collapses. The ball is out. It's picked up. And they're going to say it's incomplete. Arm was coming forward, but that would have been an East Paulding touchdown by number 10, Sam Lumpkin, who's already been extremely active tonight. He's just got the frame of a linebacker.
Well,
he just built.
There's dodging a bullet,
yeah,
and there's dodging a cannon shell, and the Hoyas just dodged a cannon shell. Yeah. That really looked like a fumble.
Yeah.
So you're lucky it's not a touchdown for the Raiders right there.
Okay, here's our first look at Abu Kanate.
What number is he?
Number 20. He's going to be in the backfield on 3rd and 13. So ruled an incomplete pass with 2:26 to go. He's going to fake it to Kanate, and he's going to run. And with the quarterback keeper, and they're going to lose 2 more yards. And so I know when you're charting, if you're charting plays tonight for the Hoyas, you're about 50%.
Yeah.
Gaining yards right now. So this is, again, it's early. This is exactly some of the things that you want to get on tape.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What you want to get on film.
Yep. Because like we talked about, you want your players to execute at a high level. The Hoyas are not doing that consistently right now. and that's what the scrimmage is for.
All right, how versatile is Aiden Watson?
Whoops.
Oh, this one's loose. And the Hoyas are going to fall on it. And it's Hoya football at the 30-yard line. So that is the second punt that's been mishandled by number 18, Jamin Harris. He fumbled the first one and recovered it at his own one. This one he fumbled and couldn't get it back. Hoyas take over.
Wow, what a lucky break for the Hoyas right there. He definitely just muffed it, and it rolled between his legs, almost like he snapped it kind of.
When the way that he kicked that football, when it lands and it's rolling on its side, it's like trying to catch a greased watermelon.
Yep.
And it just went right through his hands. And as you said, Terry, big break for the Hoyas. They've got it in East Paulding territory at the 31-yard line.
Quick turnaround here. Do you test the defense? I mean, you're testing everything right here if you're the coaching staff.
Watson hands it to William. William across over right tackle. He's going to pick up about 4 yards. Hard running between the tackles by William, and a good positive gain on first down.
William, another strong kid. I mean,
big kid. I mean, he's a my advisement.
Yeah, so I know he is. Yeah. He's coming off an ACL, a couple years ago, and so
no brace, fully healthy. It's 100%, and I think he can be a real difference maker in that backfield. 2nd and 6 now from the 27. William gets it again, and he's going to be spun down for a loss of 1. Again, just nowhere to go as far as just there's no lanes to run in right now.
Yeah, it's going to have to be something really quick to the outside because the Hoyas are getting nothing up the middle. The East Paulding defensive line is just owning the line of scrimmage right now.
And the band is trying to take over our broadcast on 3rd and 7.
We've been there.
Tight formation by the Hoyas. Traster to the near side. Now they can put Huggins in the slot now. Huggins now goes in motion across the formation, right to left. Watson scrambles, throws. Incomplete. He was looking for number 33, the tight end, Anderson Itnire, whose brother is also on the squad. He's number 32, the twins, the Itnire twins. So he was trying to find him. He would have been a little bit short had he been able to make the catch. So let's see what happens here. The ball is spotted at the 28. This will be a 45-yard field goal. Last year,
this is automatic.
Last year, you're not even rolling the dice with this kick. You're just rolling Zidane out there, and he's drilling it. We're going to put Ian Castro, who's got a lot of shoes to fill with that number 97, and he's going to attempt the 45-yarder with 17 seconds to go in the opening quarter to put the Hoyas on the board here. Kick is away. It's blocked, and it is covered and going to be returned out of bounds. And East Paulding will take over at the 26-yard line. So everything broke down there.
Again, the line of scrimmage just being dominated by East Paulding right now. They just got complete penetration on that field goal attempt and were able to easily block it. It was well down near the elbow where the block occurred on that. I couldn't pick up the number of the East Paulding player that did it. So the Hoyas can't capitalize on a turnover in East Paulding territory, and they are going to end up walking away with no points on a blocked field goal. And the defense will be back out there.
Yep, the Joneses are listening tonight, as is Sam Pracer, who's with us. Gregory Conboy is one of our super fans. So, Gregory, thank you for listening tonight and continuing to listen. And we have 9.5 seconds to go, opening quarter, as Bodie Spence is back in the shotgun.
They take a long time.
They really do. I'm actually kind of surprised that they don't go a little NASCAR. Spence got all day to throw, got some pressure now as he decides to run it. He's going to lose about 3 yards back to the 29-yard line. That's going to be the last play of the first quarter. So no score here at the end of the first 12 minutes of play. Harrison
not surprising.
Not surprising the way it's just kind of feeling each other out. They're going to take a break. We're going to take a break. You're listening to Harrison Football on HNS Radio. Speed is the difference between making a play or watching it happen. At Blaze Sports Performance, we don't just improve speed, we engineer it. Our Blazing Speed program is designed for athletes ready to run faster, cut quicker, and dominate on game day.
Think your athlete has what it takes? Follow @Blazing Speed Kills and DM us now to book a free performance assessment. Test your vertical, speed, mobility, and agility. Blazing Speed, light between the lines.
All right, we're back live here at the Boneyard in East Paulding. You're listening to Harrison Hoya Football on HNS Radio. You know I don't have my glasses on. I don't know what
I got you. We're going to get you some other scores from some scrimmages on the Salon Post, the GHSA scoreboard in just a moment.
If we can find them.
Yes, we will.
A lot of scrimmage scores do not get posted, so
That's
I'll take a look, though. But we are excited about having them as a sponsor this year. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
They are in one of the oldest buildings in Marietta, right off the square. The building was built, I believe, in 1848.
Wow, and it was a church, you said?
Yeah, originally it was a church, and they've gone in and it's been a lot of things, but they've gone in and just redone the inside. It's beautiful on the inside.
And you were and today, the owners, their daughter, who you have in class, Isabel.
Yep.
She actually recorded their commercial.
Yep, we got to get some music to it. We could play it tonight, possibly, if we wanted to, but we got some refining to do of it. But yeah, it was exciting to get one of the owners' family members to do the commercial, and that I think is going to turn out really good. So yeah, they're going to be a really, really cool sponsor, and
also
looking forward to that.
Also excited about A&W Chiropractic on the corner of Due West and Due West. Been there since 2004. Dr. Mitchell Arnold, friend of mine, played golf with him. Great guy, been adjusted by him. Does a great job. Him and his staff are awesome. They're our touchdown sponsor this year. So we look forward to welcoming them into the fold along with the Innovation Compounding of Kennesaw. So some new sponsors that we're bringing in. On 2nd and 14, the Raiders have it at their own 29-yard line to open the second quarter. Spence looks to throw quickly. Now he's going to have to shuffle out of it, and he's going to get drilled. And he's going to gain about 2 yards. And you can already see he's a little bit frustrated. And, that right there, you got to give that. The coverage was pretty good on that play right there. That's why he had to scramble. Now he brings up 3rd down and 11. A Stanfield strong 3rd down.
Well, and, in a safety setting scrimmage like this where you're not going to allow the quarterbacks to be tackled for the most part, you're not going to get a lot of scramble yardage.
No.
Because if they get anywhere close to you, all they got to do is touch you. So that's tough for a quarterback. That would be frustrating.
Yeah. 3rd down and 11 now from the East Paulding 31-yard line. Spence in the shotgun. Got 4 wide outs. He's going to get swarmed under by big Oscar McAdoo. Oscar penetrates in there, and he gets him along with number 9 for the Hoyas, Adam Price. So McAdoo ends that drive, so stands tall on that Stanfield strong 3rd down. Gets the sack.
We're going to have to come up with a nickname for Oscar Sack.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
I'm all about that. I'm in on that, buddy. 10:30 to go here, second quarter. Trice standing at his 40-yard line.
Golly, the Hoyas led up. They could have blocked that.
And he's going to just fair catch it right at the 39. That one drove him back just a little bit. So pretty good field position here for the Hoyas. Again, see if they can do something about it. Again, you guys that are listening right now, if you're listening on the app or wherever you're listening, you can share that episode. I'm not going to try and share it again.
You are not allowed to share anything.
I'm not sharing a single thing. But you can share it. Share it in a text thread. Share it on your social media. Share it on your Instagram. And you can share this episode directly. And whoever gets it can just click on it, and boom, they're in. They're listening. So we're trying to get some more listeners tonight to kick off this 2025.
Yeah, so everybody let 5 people know.
Yeah, absolutely. So Watson now is in the shotgun. Line of scrimmage is the 39-yard line. Quickly to the outside. Caught by Huggins, his first catch of the night. And he spun down after a gain of 3.
Yeah, neither offense really has done much so far, Adam, and I think it's because the lines of scrimmage are really being controlled by the defensive lines of the other team.
Yeah. And you can see Huggins is getting a ton of attention from that East Paulding defense. Traster near side. We send a man in motion. That's Sykin. Hand it off to Huggins on a speed sweep. Hurdles a man.
There it is.
And he is down at the 44-yard line, so he picks up a couple of yards. So you see the athleticism there, or we see it, and I can try and explain it, but he just hurdled him like he was running the 300 high hurdles and picked up 2 yards.
We are hearing some pretty neat stories from practice about how often he actually does do that.
Yeah.
You got to be careful, though, now. You go run into the wrong team. And
you can get pile drive.
Yeah.
3rd down and 6 now. Sykin in motion again. Watson, and I think Hill just turned the wrong way, or Watson turned the wrong way, and that's going to be a loss.
Yeah,
back to the 42.
He was looking over to out in the flats, and there was nobody there. So somebody ran the wrong route or went the wrong way, like you said.
I think the option route was he turned to put it in his belly, and there was nobody there, and I think that just blew up from there. So
yep. So again, the offense is struggling here. Which is what you sometimes see in scrimmages. The defense is usually going to be ahead of the offense early in the season.
So 8:30 to go till halftime, as H&S Radio's support of Harrison Hoya football will be bringing you this first half of this scrimmage. And we're going to do like the team. We're going to go home. We're going to break things down. We're going to what we did wrong, what we did right.
Yep.
And Watson back there to punt this one away. Little rugby style action, and he just launches one.
What a kick!
Holy moly! Fielded at the 10, and he's going to be tackled all the way back at the 7.
That was launched.
I mean, that was like a projectile off of his foot.
Yep.
Wow.
Nice job there by the Hoyas to get down there too. I mean, he almost outkicked the coverage, and they got down there really quick. So the Hoya defense will come out and take over again. Well, take over their side of the field. That is the East Paulding offense will come out and see if they can finally get something going.
I think we may have a Xavier Hill listening tonight.
Oh,
he's showing up in our listeners right now.
Got a baby.
As is Todd Largen. Of course, Grant and Taylor and Addison. So,
yep, Largens are good people.
Good folks. So we appreciate Todd. Appreciate you listening. So, again, East Paulding backed up inside their own 10-yard line. The line of scrimmage is at the 8 now. As Spence is going to hand it off up the middle. He's going to pick up a couple. They're going to give him a gain of about 3, I think, up to the 12-yard line. Actually, they'll mark it up to the 13, being 2nd and 7.
Now, you look at that very first play that East Paulding had from scrimmage, that 40-yard gain.
41 yard, yeah.
And since then, they've done nothing.
Yeah.
But the Hoyas really haven't done anything since their first drive. They had a little bit. I think the longest play of the night was that run. Yeah.
Spence has it at the 13 on 2nd and 7. Going to hand it off again. Big opening. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling is the fullback for the first down. Boy.
I jinxed them.
Yeah, you did. Big carry by number 13. Big kid, Falante Lumpkin.
That one's coming back.
This one's coming back due to a hole. There was a reason there was
now
a gaping
Now we know why there was a gaping hole. Yep.
Yeah.
And it was in the backfield, basically. So that is a costly penalty. They're going to be inside the 10 now, Adam.
Wow. Yeah, that's going to hurt. I'd say it's probably going to be about 7-yard line. Uh-oh, Terry, you know what I see?
What?
I see 50-50 raffle.
What? They have a 50-50 raffle?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's about a 35-yard flip right there.
Yeah, that one, you talk about those holding penalties, that really, when you hold on a big gainer, that's when it really hurts. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 12. Line of scrimmage is all the way back at the 7-yard line. So Spence is just going to dump it off to Kennedy, and he's going to almost pick up the first down. We'll see where they mark him out. I think he's going to be just short, maybe a couple yards short. Yeah, he got up to the 17-yard line. I think he had to make the 19 in order to get the first down.
And that's that skill position speed we talked about in the pregame show. They always have it, and they displayed it there, and it's now a much more manageable 3rd and about 1.
It's going to bring up our second Stanfield Strong 3rd down. This one, we're going to have to stand strong like Bryce would have on 3rd and 1. Spence still in the shotgun. They will rarely go under center. Lumpkin gets it. And I don't think he got it. He got driven backwards. He lost a couple yards.
Yes, he did.
And I believe that was McAdoo and Rudd teaming up there.
McAdoo's got that pep in his step. When he's involved in something, you can see. You always know afterwards. He's got that little step.
Yeah.
Of course, I can't see it now, but it's fine.
Yeah,
everything's fine.
Yeah.
We adjust. Get over here.
It's a struggle.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to bring out the punt team again. 5:40 to go now.
Hoyas have gotten very close to blocking this every
they just
time.
Need to keep on, keep on, man. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
Charge? You just call it charge?
I think, yeah. That's offensive foul.
So.
Okay.
Now
we got another whistle.
17. Looks like we're going to get our first Smith Appliance timeout of the night.
Yep.
So they're going to think about it. I mean, it's a scrimmage. Do you think about doing something funky here on 4th and 2 deep in your own territory?
I mean, what are their tendencies? It's too early to know what their tendencies are, but
I mean,
your offense really hasn't done anything tonight. I don't know that.
Haven't had a lot of plays.
Yeah.
So do you want to try and gamble and maybe get your offense, at least get your offense a few more snaps?
Yeah, it's a gamble because
5 minutes, I mean.
You might kickstart the excitement, the offense, the energy, because it does seem a little flat on both sides. Offensively, it just seemed flat.
Yeah.
But that's because it's a scrimmage and they're trying to figure stuff out. And you got kids that haven't played as much as they are doing now on both sides of the ball, on both teams. But I don't know, man. I think that's a little bit too much of a gamble.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Van Spence may want to roll the dice here. Again, we want to let you guys know about our live show coming up next Thursday night, August the 14th at 6 p.m. We'll be there from 5 to 8, signing autographs and photos. So if you want to get there, we will be there. Enjoy a nice meal at Walk-Ons and participate in the broadcast and hang out with us.
We got some new merch coming next week,
too. We do, yes. I got to get our supplier on that.
You better get that elbow warmed up.
He's got a lot of work to do. So we got another flag.
I think this is going to be movement.
That may be moving it backwards again.
Yeah, I
guarantee during that timeout, the Hoyas were like, just don't jump. Like, please.
Yep.
So that's going to move them back even more.
East Paulding did.
Yeah,
so
crazy.
Yeah, and they're going to back up a little bit. Now their punter's way back in the end zone.
He's not even going to get out of the end zone to punt this one, even though he's a rugby guy. It's a long sprint for him. Low snap. High driving spiral. He kicked that one about 55 yards.
And it checked up like your wedge.
Yeah, it did. And the Hoyas, again, going to get excellent field position at their own 46-yard line. So plus field position with 5:01 to go till half. And, it would just be nice. It'd be nice, a positive note to have for this starting group, the ones to get some points here.
Yeah, and, I think they might get a possession in the second half to start the second half. I don't know. I haven't asked any of the coaches what the actual schedule is for the scrimmage, but usually you'll have your starters play a little bit into the third quarter. We'll see, though. But, yeah, you're right. We need something good, productive, positive going into the half.
All right, here we go. Watson in the shotgun. Going to hand it off to William. William got a little bit ahead of steam. He's going to pick up about 5 yards. maybe 6 up to the East Paulding 48-yard line.
Nice run by William there. He
you
had gotten the edge.
You can tell he's got some shiftiness, got some speed, and he's a thick little sucker too.
That was literally the proverbial shoestring tackle.
Yeah.
That prevented him from going a lot further.
Second down and 6 now.
We think.
Yeah, from the 50. Watson fires. And the defensive back climbing all over Traster, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up a third down and 7 now.
I'll take your word for it because I'm now blocked again. Oh, the joys of
we're up here with the
broadcasting from the stands.
We're up here with the strollers and the standing room only folks back here. So big third down here, 4:27 to go till half. Watson in the shotgun. He's got William back there with him. Boys with a tighter formation. They're going to run it with William. Bounces off one tackler, just keeps moving, keeps chugging. He's going to pick up about 4 yards up to the East Paulding 47. Now the Hoyas have a decision. What are they going to do? And I'm looking to see if we've got some special teams coming on. You can never tell since Watson's the punter, but it looks like they're going to punt it right back to the Raiders. So it's been a punting contest pretty much tonight.
And the punters have done an impressive job for sure.
Been good.
It's it always amazes me at the level of obliviousness that humans have.
Total oblivion.
Just absolutely oblivious to their surroundings. Good.
And
good
another
pickup.
good punt by Watson. Fair catch called for at the 9.
Fumbled
and it's fumbled. And the Hoyas land on it at the 2-yard line. That's the third fumbled punt. And I wonder what East Paulding's going to be doing on Monday.
Yeah, well, they've tried a couple of different punt returners. That was number 17 that time. And it looked like he got spooked by the Hoyas running up on him. He just he short-armed it.
He T-Rexed it.
Yeah, and Hoyas are going to take over in golden position inside the 2-yard line, really.
I mean, under normal circumstances,
TC Washington.
TC Washington right in your face.
Yep.
So we'll see what the Hoyas, see what Trent Thompson has up his sleeve here. I imagine with first and goal from the 2. Let's just pound it in there.
Yeah, well, apparently that's not what's going to happen because Bodie Spence is standing in the end zone.
What? Did East Paulding recover it? There was nobody back there.
I don't know how they could have. So I guess they're saying that East Paulding guy didn't touch it.
Okay, maybe. Well, 1st and 10 from the 2-yard line for the Raiders now. Change of events here as Spence is going to run it. I mean, in the regular season, okay, but that's not going to get you anything because as soon as somebody comes in his halo, they're going to blow it dead.
But it's also so subjective. Like he got touched at about the 1-yard line.
Yeah.
But they're marking him all the way up at the 5.
Yeah. So they're saying he gained. That's a 3-yard gain. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7 now as we tick under 3 minutes to go till half. So for the Hoyas, I have to look and see my Graham Aldridge, number 4. We've had a lot of really talented number 4s in Hoya history. Graham looking to make his name. And that's complete. Driven out at the 20-yard line for the first down. That will also stop the clock with 2:34 to go here in the second quarter. No score here from the Boneyard.
Hoyas with great pursuit there, Adam. They almost got to Spence in the end zone.
Yeah.
But just couldn't quite get to him in time. And the Raiders will have to do it over again. Looks like there's a penalty on the play.
Okay, looks like they are bringing it back. And you're not going to be able to mark it off too much. Maybe it's a 2-yard penalty because of line of scrimmage was the 5-yard line, so they're going to go back where they started. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now. So that gets negated.
I never saw the flag, but I saw him pick it up. So I don't know what the call was.
2nd and 10 from the 3-yard line now.
That's another big play for their offense that's got erased.
Yeah. 2:20 now and ticking. Inside of 10 seconds now on the play clock, down to 5 seconds. Spence with the snap. Looking for a man down the field. He's got one, and it's caught between two Hoya defenders, and he's going to walk it into the end zone. 97 yards. It's like neither Hoya defender wanted any part of the ball.
That is inexcusable. One guy said, I've got it, you've got it. That's basically what it looked like. And unfortunately, the Hoyas are going to give up a 97-yard touchdown. Oh, there is a flag on the play?
Probably celebration, I would imagine. I'd celebrate. I don't know. Everybody's going back down there.
Yep, they are.
Wow.
So I don't know what the call was.
Oh, wow. What a colossal mistake if this comes back. Well, I guarantee you it is because Coach Spence is out there on the numbers talking with the official. But that ball was perfectly thrown by Bodie Spence. He just unloaded it. And
ineligible receiver downfield.
So one of the linemen leaked out and was too far downfield. Wow, that's frustrating.
Well, and that play took a little bit to develop.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. That lineman just kept creeping. And unfortunately for the Raiders, fortunately for the Hoyas, that erases another big play. So that is 3 big plays erased by penalty for the East Paulding Raiders.
Yeah, they're going to be talking about those penalties over the weekend in film study. But, hey, so are the Hoyas because that's still on film.
Yeah, no, you can't. That's inexcusable.
Yeah.
You cannot let that happen. Deep in your own, you got your opponent deep in their own territory. It's you're going from the 2 basically.
Yeah.
And you give up a touchdown. You just can't do that. You cannot do that.
So now it is 3rd and 11 from inside the 2. Going to bring up another Stanfield Strong 3rd down. See if the Hoyas can stop them here and get the ball back with 1:59 to go in the second quarter. So they've got the ball respotted now after everybody did quite a bit of running around. And they've figured out what was going on with that situation.
We saw that in the spring game, too. We saw the Hoya defenders
a couple times,
do the same type of thing where they just kind of didn't know who was going to take the ball or the guy. So the play clock is down to like
3.
4.
They're going to have to call a timeout. So we have another Smith Appliance timeout. This one's called by East Paulding. So I guess now's as good a time as ever to talk about what am I going to eat on the way home.
Well, let's mention that walk-ons night a couple more times if we can in the last 2 minutes because that's a big deal. We've never done anything from there. It's basically a brand new restaurant, and we've got a really good contact over there in the marketing department of walk-ons, Lindley Bruce, who's helped connect us with them, and so we're looking forward to that partnership. I can't wait to get over there. I've never eaten there. I've been in the facility. Oh, okay, I lied. I've been in there with a limited menu. We had a coach's luncheon over there last year, but I've heard great things about the food. I've heard great things about the restaurant. So I'm looking forward to getting over there. We want to make sure everybody comes out, at least says hey, but we'd love for you to stay and get some food because that's a community restaurant now.
Yeah,
that is
absolutely.
in the Hoya community. So get on over there next Thursday, anytime between 5 and 8. We will definitely look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Should be a good time. And again, Terry will be signing autographs
for Adam
from 5 to 6 and from 7 to 8. So make sure that you get in line early. You may want to have a placeholder or something like that come for you early.
Well, we've already done the lottery.
Oh yeah, we had the lottery online, so that actually went very well. So all 3 of those people will be stationed. So if you're one of those 3 people, you will get an autograph. Snap is away, another flag.
Procedure.
And procedural. I mean, they're just trying to get as close to their own goal line as possible at this point. Oh. Steve Belichick up there.
Currently. If you see a 25-year-old standing next to him, you'll know it is.
Steve. All right, 3rd down and 11 from the East Paulding inside their own 1-yard line. And there's 1:58 to go till halftime. No score here from the Boneyard. Spence has it in the shotgun. Got Kennedy back there with him. He gets flushed, and he's just going to throw it to the sideline. Complete, got feet down. I don't know how. I believe he got the first down.
Yeah, he did.
Yep, up to the 23-yard line. So a 22-yard gain.
Well, this is a chance for the Raiders to kind of work on their quick time offense, their 2-minute drill.
2-minute drill.
Yeah.
So
and for the Hoya defense to practice against that.
Yep. Because they're going to go quickly here.
I mean, you'd think.
Clock is stopped, so
yeah,
that helps.
But, I mean, we haven't seen him go quick yet,
no,
so I don't know.
Which is a real surprise. They're going to hand this one off. He's going to get stacked up and driven down. All right, that's going to be no gain as the Hoya is going to bring in some substitutes here.
I'll take your word for it. I couldn't see it. The wall's back.
Yep. The human wall.
The obliviousness, it just never ceases to amaze me.
1:25 to go now. Clock ticks, so East Paulding in absolutely no hurry here. Spence in the shotgun, sends a man in motion. That's Green. Line of scrimmage, the 19. They're going to hand it off again. Taken down by Ulrich Johnson. Boy, again, no gain as we are going to tick inside of 1 minute now.
Well, Johnson wrapped him up, and Reese Bentley finished him off. That was a true textbook tackle by Reese Bentley.
50 seconds now. Going to bring up another Stanfield Strong 3rd down on 3rd and 9. And the Raiders most assuredly be throwing on this one. See if the Hoya defense can knock one down, pick one off, or get to the quarterback. 30 seconds to go. Spence it's going to take a shot downfield. Just overthrew his receiver. And that was a pretty effortless 40-yard toss.
He got an arm now.
Spence.
Yep.
But it's going to bring up a 4th and 9 with 24.6 to go till halftime.
See if the Hoyas go after this punt. They've had some success tonight in getting close to it.
Yeah, I think where they're at, I think you got to go after it. Sell out. Trice standing at his 38-yard line. I wonder if Trice has just been told to fair catch everything tonight.
Possibly.
I mean, there's a pretty good chance. Now this one, that'd be an impossible catch.
Yeah.
That one was doing all kinds of crazy stuff. That was like a helicopter.
It looked like he kicked it with his shin.
Yeah. Hoyas again with great field position at the East Paulding 46, but only 17.8 seconds to go. So
now the Hoyas get to work on their 2-minute offense.
So what are we thinking here? I mean, you're thinking they've already had one field goal blocked, and it wasn't even close. The guy blocked it with his chest, I think.
Maybe his armpit.
Quite possibly, yeah. So we'll see what Watson and the Hoyas can do here on a short time clock, 17.8. The band's into it.
What?
That's about it. Like everybody on the East Ball, they're pretty dead. Watson in the shotgun. Quick out to Huggins. Makes some moves, got a block. Can he get out of bounds? He can. He's going to pick up about 7 yards, and that took about 6 seconds. So the Hoyas have it 2nd down and 4 from the East Paulding 40-yard line.
DJ just looking for somebody to hurdle.
He really is. I know. He's
it.
just sizing people up. Traster gets on the line now. Sykin in motion. Watson. 3-step drop across the middle. Huggins immediately met. 5-yard gain, and we got a flag on the far side with 1.6 to go.
Hill with a great blitz pickup there from the backfield. Oh, my goodness. He stuck his face mask right in the chest of that linebacker and stopped him in his tracks. Great blitz pickup right there. That's the little things that people don't see, they don't pay attention to. But boy, you got to have that.
Yeah, you got to have that. I mean, you're illegal to. Okay, so that's going to back us up 5. So now it's going to be 2nd and 9 with 1.6 to go. So line of scrimmage is going to be like the 45-yard line. So, you see the prevent being employed by the Raiders. They don't want anything like what they did to us to happen to them. So Jermaine Hill is in the backfield.
We get a timeout.
And we got another Smith Appliance timeout by East Paulding again. So they want to make sure they got all their ducks in a row on defense.
Hey, you can't take them with you. Might as well use them.
Might as well use them. Use them all. But circling back again, you guys that are listening right now, share this broadcast, share this episode with as many people as you can. And if you're not following us on Podbean, go to Podbean through the App Store. It's a free app. Download it. Search HNS Radio. When you pull that up, hit the green follow button up in the upper right. Fill out your free account information. Then hit that follow button one more time, and you'll get our notifications when we go live every Friday night and also next Thursday from walk-ons at 6 p.m. Here come the Hoyas up to the line. Nothing exotic, just trips to the far side. We got 4 wides, and Traster is the single receiver to the near side. 1.6 seconds to go, no score. Last play of the half here. Watson steps up in the pocket, launches downfield, and it's going to be picked off at the 15. And he's got some space down the sideline, still running. And he is taken out of bounds at the East Paulding 42-yard line. And that will be the last play of the half. And the half ends, no score, Terry, 0-0. Each team with a turnover. I thought the punt game was strong. And I guess kind of now would be the time when we kind of need to go and say, okay, who is going to be our Blaze Fit player of the game, since this is we're only doing the first half.
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard.
It is tough. I mean,
I
don't think we had enough of a sample size truly to pick out anybody.
And this is going to be something that we do this season. That's a thing that we're going to do this year.
Got an idea.
Okay.
All right. Tonight's Blazing Speed player of the game goes to Parker Perkins.
He did lead us in catches.
Seeing his first varsity action tonight, powered by Blaze Sports Performance, Marietta's elite speed and agility training system. Follow at Blazing Speed Kills to give your athlete the edge. DM now to book a free assessment and test your vertical and speed. That's at Blazing Speed Kills. So, again, Parker Perkins seeing his first varsity action tonight, made a really tough contested catch early in the game to kind of keep that drive going.
Just a sophomore. So, young guy,
sophomore.
underclassman.
Yeah, like what I saw. And hats off to the Blazing Speed player of the game, Parker Perkins.
Yeah, I like that. That's it's a good practice player of the game for us as well. That's something that we're going to have to really pay attention to in the regular season starting next Friday, a week from tonight, when the Hoyas travel over to Kennesaw Mountain. Quick little trip down Due West Road. But overall tonight, I mean, I thought the defense looked really good. Gave up a couple of mistakes, but that's
fixable.
That's fixable. You got the sack from by Oscar.
Yep.
Reese Bentley was flying all over the field. A lot of tackles. Rudd Johnson.
Yep. Yeah, Rudd Johnson. Those guys. Those guys are the names we're going to be mentioning on defense quite a bit.
Yep.
And they're going to be big if we're going to win.
Yep.
Offensive line struggle tonight.
Yeah, a little surprising because we've got some size on that offensive line, but we're going to have to develop some meanness, I think, because we just didn't look like we had it at times tonight. So, but again, it's a scrimmage. It's early, obviously. and the offense is going to be behind the defense early in the season. It takes a little while for that offense because offense, especially in football, is such a technique and precision type of execution that it's got to be ripped. So
awesome. Yeah, and I want to also remind everybody that when you're in the chat with us, you're not just in the chat with us. You're in the chat with everybody that's in there.
Oh yeah.
So it's like a giant group chat.
Yeah. Live. It's a live group chat.
It's a live group chat. So Todd Largent and Xavier Hill going back and forth here. It's kind of cool to go back and read that stuff. So because it's just us two.
Right.
So when I'm calling the game and Terry's doing his thing, I try to be as active on it as I can, but we really honestly need a third person to do it.
At the end of the day, we're two guys, a soundboard, and a laptop. I mean, it's what we are.
And tonight's episode could not have been a larger example of that. You guys, it's just, So,
hey, but it's fun.
It's fun. We love it. And again, we get to do it. That's the big thing.
Yep.
And we enjoy the heck out of it. Hope you continue to follow us throughout the season. We will see you next Friday night at 7 o'clock for the H&S Radio pregame show. Right at the top of the hour as the Hoyas open 2025 officially against the Kennesaw Mountain Mustangs. Any last words, Terry?
Yeah, make sure you get out to see us next week at Walk-Ons. Tell your friends. Everybody come get food. Plan on eating dinner there. It's going to be a great time. So we're going to get a lot more information out this week. So be prepared to be bugged by us.
Yeah, bugged by us on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram at HNS Radio and also on X at HNS_radio. So until next Friday night at 7 p.m., I bid you adieu. For Terry Kemp, I am Adam Freeman. You've been listening to Harrison Hoya Football on HNS Radio.